I'm out here in the beautiful summer day in my backyard to tell you all about the Bellroy Note Sleeve bifold wallet. Now, I've been carrying this wallet around for about 2 weeks, maybe close to 3 now, and I always like to carry all of the wallets I review around for at least a couple of weeks to get a really good feel for them. And this is a beautiful little bifold wallet. It's very, very slim. Even though this has more of a traditional bifold look, it really qualifies because of some interesting features. Particularly, you can see how thin it is. Now, this is really light and really thin. There's nothing in it right now, and I'm going to put some cards in there to show you there in just a minute how you can fill it up and what it holds and what it does. But the leather is premium leather. This wallet is made in India, but it's the corporate headquarters, the company itself, are based out of Australia. And when I say premium leather, they don't really specify whether it's top grain or whether it's full grain leather, but it's beautiful stitching, really well made. It's got a really very, very nice smell. This one is called the red buff color, and there are 9 different choices of colors available in this wallet. They say that the wallet is dyed through, which means in my mind that the color is all the way through the leather of the wallet. So as it scuffs and wears over time, which all leather will do, you're not going to sort of reveal any of the leather color, the natural leather color that's underneath it. Well, let's talk about the features a little bit. Even though this is more of a traditional slant, it has some great features that make it a lot smarter than your typical leather bifold wallet. One of them is this pull tab right here, which I'll demonstrate. I'll put some cards in here and demonstrate, which allows you to pull out some cards that you don't use all that often. It also has 3 pockets here, and these are everything on this wallet. This is an RFID protected wallet, and you'll notice that it's leather on the outside, but on the inside here, you'll see that there's a lining, and in between that lining and the leather itself is a protective RFID material of some kind. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but this wallet is an RFID protected wallet when it is closed. But when it's open, you can actually put cards like a building pass, an access pass, or an ID, or a gym pass, for instance, that you tap on the reader before you open the gym door, or you can tap and go credit card, for instance, like a contactless credit card. Because leather stretches, these inside pockets right here, I like to probably just put 1 card. Bellroy says that it'll store up to 11 cards, but you know what? I think just putting 1, you probably can put 2 in each one of these, but leather stretches, so it's probably good not to overdo it, because if you end up putting too many cards in here, if you just pare it down to 1, it can get kind of slippery. That happens with all leather, not just this particular wallet. And in this pull tab here, it'll hold up to 5 cards, and I'm going to put 4 in there. I'm going to put 4 right in here inside this little slot here, like so. And then when you want these cards, you usually put the ones you don't use as often as some of the other cards. When you want them, you just pull this tab, boom, like that, and they pull out. And you can choose the one you want, and when you push it back in, the tab goes in as well. It's a note sleeve, so it holds cash. Now, I've experimented with different bills. I've got some US here. I've got a euro, 10 note euro, and a 10 pound note. And the euro is a little bit smaller than the USD. The pound is just a little bit wider, but they all fit in here nice and comfortably. You don't have to fold them over or anything, just like a traditional wallet. Now, if you want to carry something inside this little secret pocket right here, it's kind of hidden with this leather flap that goes over it. Keep a couple of quarters there, maybe for a parking meter, and a spare house key. Doesn't hurt. Stick that in there. Now, the more, like any wallet, the more that you load it up, the thicker it's going to get. Now, this thing they've used some sort of trickery of some kind, some design brilliance, to keep this thing fairly small, even though it has quite a few cards in it. But if you do load it up, especially when you have things like coins, I can feel this. There's like a little indentation there. I can feel the keys and the coins. So you want to take it easy on what you put inside of it. Now, I mentioned that it is an RFID wallet. The cards that you put in these pockets, it's RFID protected if the wallet's closed, but you can use these slots to put a card that you use, like I have. This is a transit pass from the Montreal Underground, I think, whatever they call it, subway. And you can take that and you can put it against a reader without having to take it out of the wallet. Put it against a reader and it will read it. You can do the same thing with a building access pass. You can do the same thing with a contactless credit card. It smells good. The stitching is really very nice. It's a very light wallet when it fits in your pocket. It just doesn't have hardly any weight at all, even with all the cards and things that I have in it. But like any wallet, you really don't want to sit on it. You're going to hurt your cards and you're going to hurt your back. There's just no reason to put one of these wallets in your back pocket. But I wish it had some sort of exterior pocket so that I could put a transit card like this, that I could use it without having to open the wallet. And even better is these. I have three, these are wallet trackers. This is the Tile Slim, this is the extra solar powered card, and this is the Chipolo card. I just call it card, C-A-R-D. Now, these you can put in practically any wallet if it has an exterior unprotected RFID pocket. But unfortunately, you can't do that with the Note Sleeve. The other minor con I have with it, and it's really minor, but I like to carry my iPhone in one pocket and my keys in the other. And it's nice to have a wallet that's minimal enough, narrow enough, small enough, thin enough, slim enough, minimalist enough that it will fit next to my phone without having to sit on top of it. Unfortunately, with a regular bifold wallet, as thin and as light as this is, it still ends up having to be on top of my iPhone, and that creates just kind of more of a lump in my pocket than I would like. I think the Bellroy Note Sleeve is a great little wallet. I really enjoyed carrying it for the last couple of weeks. It's beautiful, it's really well made, and if you're looking for something that's a little bit more traditional but still has a couple of smart features like RFID protection and a pull tab like this to pull out your cards, and a nifty coin slot in here to stash a couple of things in here that most wallets don't have, this might be the one you want to choose.